There's a new Google Gemini update in town, and it's called New Gemini Drops. All right, my friends. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, what I'm talking about. And essentially, there's been a bunch of new updates inside Google Gemini, the app. Okay, so the first thing that's changed is that you now get more detail on your video. So if you're using Beta 3.1, for example, you get like better textures, easier camera control, dialogue, and sound effects to let you basically create more compelling stories. On top of that, Gemini 2.5 Flash is now arriving inside there, and you've got the option to use these formulas. So you can actually use on Google Gemini Canvas this kind of latex rendering workflow, right? And what that means is you can copy formulas into your documents, generate PDFs, etc. But essentially, we're going to be going through the latest updates. The other thing you can do now is you can create these new updates on the presentations, right? So kind of like if you've ever come across these super agents like GenSpark, Manus, etc., you can create really nice slideshow presentations. You can actually apparently do that inside Google Gemini now. To top of that, you have the option for personalized movie picks, and then you've got the paper cut option, which is like new keyboard shortcuts inside the Gemini app. And additionally, we have these options to change the model halfway through the conversation as well, which is good as well because that was super annoying. Ian says, rock on, AI Vista. That's what we're talking about. We're bringing the rock and roll to AI today, my friends. And that's basically it, all right? So we're going to go through this and just test this stuff out, see if it's any good or not, right? See if it's actually good or not. So, for example, what we can do is we can go over to Beta 3.1 over here, and then we're going to click on Try Now, and then we can start testing this out. So selected video over here, right? So what you want to do is click on Create Videos, and then from here, you can start generating stuff. Now, I want to test this out side by side. So you can choose video over here. And the other way that you can get access to this is on Flow, right? Now, Flow is basically like a video version of Veo 3, but you can extend clips, you can move them around, etc. Right? So I'll show you an example here. So if we create a new project, what you can actually do is you can click between Veo 3.1 and Veo 2, right? You can compare the difference essentially. Now you can also switch to portraits. You can generate portrait videos here. 3.1, when I tested it last time, didn't blow my mind as much as other stuff that I've seen. So I'm going to say create a video of a highway time lapse at night. And what we'll do is we'll take that and we'll generate the same prompt, but we'll generate it with Veo 2, right? Veo 2. So if we go over here, we're going to type in the same thing, and then we're going to switch between them and see which one generates the best video. We're going to go over to this workflow, and we're going to test other stuff. So what we can actually do is use Gemini 2.5 Flash as well. So there's some updates on Gemini 2.5 Flash, and essentially you can start using this with more complex topics, with organized responses and better image understanding. The interesting one here is getting formulas, right? So you can actually get formulas for using AI. So I'm gonna test this out now. Let's try this out. Okay, so we're using 2.5 Pro. We've got options, we can do whatever. I'm going to select 2.5 Pro. Hopefully 3.0 Pro comes out as well soon with Google Gemini. And then inside here, what we're going to do is we are going to say, create a formula for calculating client retention based on a spreadsheet, or let's say create a formula for calculating client retention. Let's see if that works. So we're just going to create a nice formula and then see if we can actually insert this into our spreadsheet like Google Gemini promises on here. If you can, that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, obviously they use like some crazy mathematical formula that I don't even know how to generate, let alone create. But we've got the formulas here. Now, how do we use this? So maybe we have to switch to Canvas over here. I want to do that right now. So let's copy this, grab that. Then we're going to go to Tools, Canvas, plug that in, and see what we get back. In the meantime, we've got Flow ready to go. So this is using Veo 2. And I don't think there's going to be any sound on that. Actually looks quite nice. Doesn't look, that looks quite realistic to me. I mean, it's a little bit weird. Maybe if like there were more cars. There's not much interesting stuff going on there. I'm going to mute it because the sound won't sound good on a live stream. I'm going to test this out. So it's insanity mode, isn't it? They've literally 10x the lighting on this one. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. If you look at the texture, the details inside the video, the step up is absolutely insane. And you can see the difference. It's just outrageous, isn't it? So if we go over here, we've got Gemini on the left-hand side, and then we got Veo 2 on the right-hand side. Look at the difference. It's absolutely wild. So this is Veo 3.1, by the way. And it's got sound on this as well. This has no sound.